Alright, today's Tuesday, July 13th. I'm going to be working on my truck. I really need to inspect the front brakes because ever since I had this thing for the past year, I've noticed the brakes seeming to be progressively worse. The whole truck kind of shakes when I stop, and when I brake slowly and gently they kind of squeak a bit, and I feel like the calipers might be stuck or something and I need to replace them. So we're just going to take a look. I bought most of the parts, at least for the front brakes, from Rock Auto. So we'll take a peek and try to figure out what's going on. And of course I got my 8-tracks playing in the background. Good stuff. Of course not. Not even sure about my electric and petrol for that matter. I'll try, but I really don't know. Barely got one off. Got these to break loose, man. Take a closer look. Yeah. It's doing that on this one too. It's like this bottom part of the brake pad down here is wearing a groove in the rotor. Not sure why it's doing that, or if it's... But see how much harder this one is to turn? It's like stuck. I mean, it goes backwards a little bit easier, but forward, no. So the piston might be stuck. Alright, now since I'm planning on replacing the calipers, I think what I'll do first is maybe just remove the line here and drain this, and then I can just replace the caliper afterward and then reattach the line to the new caliper. Alright, 14mm seems to fit this. Can't break this loose with my little socket. Probably need a breaker bar or something. Okay, I finally cracked it loose. I had to get my 1/2-inch drive breaker bar with a little step-down extension thing to 3/8 just to break this crazy thing loose. Got 2 little copper crush washers on here. Now, to get the calipers off, I need pliers to squeeze these little slider things. So I gotta pinch these. Try to push them through. Not sure if I can even pound these out. I guess that's kind of coming out. Not too easily though. But yeah, these sliding pins definitely need proper lubrication. Otherwise, the pads can't move freely as they need to. Especially if these are the old original rusted out parts. There's not much lube on there, if any, so that might not be good. I do have replacements for those. Try to get at the bottom one now. That one. Not sure how easily this caliper will even come off now. Oh. Of course the caliper's got some fluid in it also. I don't know if these are the correct pads or not. Like if they're the wrong pads and the wrong size and this bottom part here is just scraping against the rotor for whatever reason, or if they're just like uneven in here due to the lack of lubrication. You also want to lubricate in these grooves here for the caliper bracket at the top and bottom so the pads can slide back and forth as they need to. I don't really see any evidence of lubrication, I don't believe, so yeah. I mean, the pads themselves don't appear to be worn too badly or unevenly, but I don't know. Here's the inside one. So you can see the bottom edge of this just on the side here where it's wore the black paint away, and that's like the portion of the pad that's scraping against the rotor, at least on this side. Okay, now to remove the rotor, pop this cap off. I've got replacements for these. Put some of these metal parts in the magnetic tray down here. And there's a cotter pin. Oh, what do you know? I think it's starting to rain outside. Good thing I'm in the garage. There it goes. Then there's this guy. So these little teeth go on the outside, and then this inner part goes facing in. Looks like a little bottle cap thing. I don't know what the technical term is. And you've got this nut, which is only hand tight, which is your axle nut. And here's your wheel bearing. Comes out. And then this washer's stuck onto the wheel bearing. And then the rotor comes off. Oh, man, that's heavy. And you can see the wear line on here all the way around. So that's probably the grinding noise I've been hearing all this time. And that could be enough to, you know, cause the truck to shake. And there's really not a whole lot of grease throughout all of this. I think ideally there should be more. Alright, so I was trying to just message one of my buddies to get some input on this whole issue with the rotors getting chewed up like that. And we thought maybe this had the wrong pads installed, possibly. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure what brand these are, but these are the existing pads. They're not worn or unevenly worn. Again, it's just this area down here scraping against the rotors for some reason. Now these are my replacement pads, these Wagner ones. And one difference I noticed straight away is these are curved at the bottom, whereas these just have a straight edge. I have no idea if that makes any difference, or at least this inner pad does have a straight edge, whereas this one's still curved, although the issues with the outer one. So again, not too sure. But one other major thing I noticed that might be a potential problem is when I took this apart, I didn't find any anti-rattle clips in there at all. And I just thought of that because these are my replacement calipers that are powder coated in red. I think Power Stop makes these. But anyway, this is the bag of hardware that comes with each caliper. So you've got the copper washers for the line to bolt on. And then of course you've got a replacement set of these sliding pins, and then the anti-rattle clips are in there. And when I saw these, it dawned on me that I didn't find any of those anti-rattle clips. There wasn't really proper lubrication in there, so I don't know, the pads could have misaligned themselves somehow, or they weren't able to move freely. So that's where we're at for right now. I'm just gonna leave this side taken apart and try to replace everything on this side first before I even take apart the other side, because obviously it's best to just service one side at a time and get it all finished before you move to the other side. So yeah, overall just the absence of the anti-rattle clips, and I think a lack of lubrication. Of course there's rust in there too. Need to take my wire brush and try to clean the surfaces of all this when I put it back together. And I don't really want to worry about replacing the bracket. I don't have replacement caliper brackets anyway. I think I'm probably gonna call it a night. It's after 8, and just gonna pull the car in, and well, my daily driver that is, and just call it a night here. So maybe do some more research within the next couple days too, and see if I can find out any more symptoms of this. So I'm gonna end the video here and probably just make a second part, because I'm sure I've already got a lot of footage already, and I'll make a part 2. So hope everyone rates, comments, and subscribes if they haven't already done so, and we'll see you in the next installment on this brake, rotor, and caliper replacement on my 91 Ford F-150. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.